This is a tutorial on how to set up the interactive deep colorization project on Mac OS X. I'm using a MacBook Pro 2016 model, and we'll walk through the steps to get it set up. The first thing we'll want to do is install Docker. And all the links will be provided in the comments below, and the instructions for the setup will also be in the Docker repository, as you can see here. So the first thing you'll want to do is install Docker if you don't have it set up already. Once you have it set up and running, you'll need to go and configure Docker to increase the memory. So we'll go under Preferences, and 8 gigabytes should do it. So set that to 8 gig and apply those changes. Next, we'll want to pull the Docker image, and we'll do that here. And I already have it, but when you run it, it'll pull down the Docker image. Next, we need to install Quartz if you don't have that installed, XQuartz. And I'm using Homebrew to install it. It just makes it a little bit easier, but you can also download the image and just install it that way as well. And as you can see, I already have it installed, but normally that would install that. After you install XQuartz, if you haven't had it already installed, you must reboot your machine after this step. If you don't, then it's just not going to work. So make sure you reboot at this point after installing that. Once it's installed and you've rebooted, you'll want to start it up, and we need to make a configuration change in that. Give it just a moment to start. And we'll go under Preferences and the Security tab and check the Allow Connections from Network Clients. This is what's going to allow our Docker image to connect back to our physical machine. After you've applied that, we can quit. That's a one-time setting also. Once you have that set, you don't have to fool with it again. Next, we're going to need our IP address. So we'll just open Network Utility. We can see our IP address here, so you just want to remember that. Then we'll start Quartz with a command, xhost plus in your IP address. That'll take just a moment to start. You must do this every time you open a new terminal window also. If you don't, the Docker will fail to connect back to your machine. All right, you can see XQuartz is started down here, and now we can start our Docker image. And again, that takes a moment to start. And there we have it. Here's the GUI app. Loads everything up. The command line that I have set up also maps an OSX folder, and that actually maps back to your Mac's folders. So we can go under here. So this way you can pull and save images. So we can open up a black and white flower. This is running, again, in a Docker image and with CPU mode, so it's a little bit slow, so you just have to be patient. So you can see it did a great job right off the bat on colorizing that. open up a picture of an eyeball. You can see this one needs a little bit of help, so we'll add some color to it, try to fix it up. You see everything takes just a moment after you click to apply. Get my green eyes. But you get the idea on this. So that's how to do it. Hope this helps.